love my running shoes. Don't you love these running shoes? I do. Check them out. Check them out. I love them. Okay, I only picked those up because they just happen to be on the floor when I look down, and they don't belong on that part of the floor. So I just tossed them to another part of the floor. All right, so in your next level university, the winter session. Yeah, that's coming, you guys. And if you missed the fall, no worries. Well, you are worried. You're wondering, why did I miss out on that 6 weeks of amazing up-leveling? I'll tell you why. Because you want to be on the next 6 weeks. You want to join in the fall, the winter season, the winter session, which you can. But first I'm going to talk about things you can't ignore in your next level. And they involve this. They involve this situation. The body, your health. Who's talking about my hair? That's because I just used the magic hair wand on it. So let me get it out of my face, because that's really the biggest problem with my hair when I'm on a live stream, and it goes from being fabulous to like completely greasy because I keep touching it to get it out of my face. I think we're safe now. Oh, remember that Tiffany song? I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. Who doesn't love that song? And if you don't love that song, you can go. There's the door. Really. There is a door. Right. There's a door right here. You can go. I just opened it. You can go. Bye. 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 And since we're saying goodbye, can somebody tell me the whole thing behind the bye Felicia? I have zero reference for what that means, except for when people are being snarky online, they always go, bye Felicia. And I don't know what that means. So you can tell me. Anyway, this is the thing I want to talk about. You may or may not have noticed I'm doing a lot of fitness, a lot of nutrition stuff online. I am not a personal trainer and I am not a nutritionist. However, I am a lifelong athlete. And even when I haven't been an athlete in a competitive sport, which I was growing up, I was a competitive soccer player. That was something that was just me. It was just me. It is me. It will never, ever leave me. My athletic love for sports, or my thing. She whips her hair back. Anyway, okay. From the movie Friday, it's just called Friday. That's the movie, Friday, not like Friday Night Lights or Friday something else. It's just Friday, not Freaky Friday. Okay, I don't know what Friday is then. I guess I need to get the cultural reference. When the girl is asking, bye Felicia, she flips her hair. Is that what happens? Or just the bye Felicia? We're talking about two different cultural references. So anyway, I do sometimes kind of, maybe a little bit, even though I live in Los Angeles, ground zero for pop culture, everything, the origin of cool, I kind of live under a rock. I am completely like fashion backward, and maybe we'll just call it fashion unique. I'm on my own fashion timeline. Let's go with that. 90s movie Friday. Okay, cool. Thank you. So, what was my point? Oh, yeah, I am definitely, like, culture-wise, definitely live under a rock. I have no television. I don't know what the fudge anything is about. And, if you talk about most things, I'm pretty dang clueless. So, just Friday. Okay, thank you, Linda. So anyway, but one area of life I'm not so clueless about, from a certain perspective, is health and wellness, nutrition, and fitness. Like, from the basic, I'm not a doctor, not a health coach, not a nutritionist. So if you're going to dig deep and you're going to want to tell me, oh, Gina, I want to fact check what you're saying, you're not going to get anywhere with me, because I'm not going to argue. I am not here to say, here's how to eat right, here's how to live, here's how to, what you need to do. But what I will say is, yes, you do need to move your body. Move your body, move your body, move your body, one way or another, whether that's in yoga or swimming or kayaking or Pilates or on your bike, on your Peloton or on your outside bike or running. My favorite thing, okay, my bike, I don't know how many of you watch my Instagram stories, and if you saw the other day, God, why do I talk like a Valley girl right now? Who talks like that? The Valley girls do. I do know that cultural reference. The cable snapped for changing the gears on my bike. So you may or may not have noticed I'm running hills more. Like today I was out there running hills, and yesterday I was running hills. And here's disc throwing. Yes, you might be disc throwing even. However, I don't know that I would call that a really powerful way to get your body in shape. However, what I would say is if you are a discus thrower, then you probably do pre-workouts to become the strongest version of you that you would need to be the most powerful discus thrower, right? Frank Zappa, yep, and Nicolas Cage was in that movie. So I've been talking more and more about in your next level, in order to operate, in order to have the energy, the attitude, the energy to be in a high vibration, you've got to have a healthy, clean vessel. And I've been talking about eliminating sugar. Yes, I did say that last night. Okay, boom, I'm going to cut out sugar. Who cuts out sugar in the middle of October? Well, this girl did. And I'm inviting people to join me. Come on in and join me. I will be showing, maybe not every day, but most days, I will be showing like, here are great sugar snack substitutes, sugar substitute snacks. And I've been doing this for quite some time. However, like I will still do the things, but I've been incorporating more and more sugar. And the other day, you won't believe this, I actually ate pizza. And I'm like, this tastes really good. However, I did not feel great afterwards. And so my message to you is that it's not about like being a perfect robot eating machine, but if you do want to operate at that maximum level, if you want to be the best version of you, not just like fit and thin and lean, but the best version of you where you feel good about yourself, you love yourself, you can look in the mirror and go, nice job, good work, I feel really proud of the choices you're making, then you cannot ignore what you put in your mouth. And I've also declared, as you may or may not know, for the record, just so you guys know, I post a lot on Instagram stories. So if you follow me on Instagram, watch my stories, you'll see a lot more of the daily nutrition things that I put and just the behind the scenes of my life. What makes Gina Brogan. And I don't know most of the time like where those Instagram stories or my Instagram posts, like then they copy to my Facebook business page. I know if I were a much more effective marketer, online marketer, I would know exactly where everything's going and who is seeing what, but I'm not. I'm becoming a much better one by engaging and interacting and doing the things, which I encourage everybody to do. Engage with your life, stop theorizing and start showing up. Congratulations, 14 pounds in a month, that seems excessive. Though, is that a healthy amount? That's a pound a day. Maybe it is. I thought, okay, well, I'm not, full disclosure once again, I am neither a nutritionist nor a doctor. But, so my point about Instagram stories and this and that is, I don't know who knows what about me. I mean, I put most of it out there, but I don't know. So if you follow my Instagram stories, you'll see a lot of my day-to-day workouts. And I do that to inspire people. I show people, this is what I'm doing today. I'm making the effort because I care about this body. This is about longevity. This is about peak performance as a human, just like so that I can get so I can sleep well. When I exercise big time, I sleep well. When I exercise regularly, yeah, of course. Well, not of course am I going to lose weight. That's not a given. In fact, I have upped so let me go back to the habit tracker, because this one thing can help you in all of these areas. Hold, please. All right. So, do you want to see? I'm wearing a tennis skirt right now. Because I love tennis. One day when I was living in Chicago, I sound like I'm starting that band camp story. One day at band camp, but it's not. It's when I was living in Chicago and I wanted to practice manifesting. And I'm like, I'm just going to go to the kids' drop-off today wearing a tennis skirt and see if somebody invites me to play tennis. And lo and behold, another mom saw me and she's like, you play tennis? And I'm like, yeah, do you? And she's like, yeah. She's like, let's play. And I'm like, oh, yeah, what a great idea. And we became tennis buddies. How fun is that? Super fun. So here's my habit tracker. So some things you cannot ignore when you truly commit and you decide, I am going next level. You can't just say, well, I'm going to go next level in business, or I'm going to go next level in my relationships. I'm going to go next. You cannot separate your experience from your body. I don't care who says what about it. I just will say that's not happening. And if you want backup on this, you can follow me as I follow Joe Rogan. He is my new friend on YouTube. I love Joe Rogan, and here's why. He basically affirms everything I believe, except for he just says it with a much bigger audience. And I'm like, what? He's saying what I believe. This is amazing. So anyway, he's my big influencer at this point, if you must know. So, and he's saying the same thing. You can't just forget about your health and say, well, it doesn't really matter right now because I'm focused on this. Gone are the days of absolute out of balance living. And this is really interesting because I have said this. Look at me shaking my pencil. I have been saying this for many years. I would just have to say more than a decade. Probably many decades, but I articulated it after I had kids. And this is what happened. After I had kids, I noticed a lot of parents who started marathoning and triathleting and cycling to obsessive levels. And I'm like, wait a minute. They hold jobs and they're running a marathon? Because it's not small. That's not a small thing to do. And they have 4-year-olds? Is there something out of balance here, or do they know something I don't know? I still don't have the answer to that. But that always kind of struck me. It's like, to run a marathon or train for a big 200-mile bike race or train for a triathlon, that is not small. And if you're doing that and running a job, full-time job, when are you hanging out with your kids? I had a personal kind of, what's the word? That was my own personal kind of thing about it because I was experiencing that personally. Like, hey, you got 2 kids here, so pay attention here. Then, when you don't have all that, then go run your marathon. I don't care, but okay, I'm going on a complete tangent. However, I want the point to be, if you are pouring all of your energy into writing a book, building a business, finding a man, or whatever it is you're doing, working your job, and then you say, I have no energy left, but then you're going to go and I don't know what, live in a habit-filled life that drains your energy because you have no energy. It's time for you to take a look It's time. This is a tiny bit of a smackdown. It's time for you to look in the mirror and go, do I really want to be doing this? Fill in the blank. In a year, in 5 years, do I want this to be my story? And if you're looking at your life going, some things need to change, and you're looking for something or someone outside of you to give you that change, it will come. It will come in the form of like some kind of shocking event, a diagnosis, a divorce, a near-death experience, I don't know what, a car crash, something. The universe is going to say to you, yo, bitch, wake up. Wake up. Come on, you cannot continue to live like this. But do you want to just wake up on your own and decide like, yeah, this is no longer working for me? Which I have done, like I'm done with, like, I know the more I've allowed sugar to creep into my life, I have put on more weight. And the more I've allowed, like, oh, I've got to do this business and I've got to put all of my energy here. And so my workouts have become less everything, less time, less frequent, and less efficient, productive. I consider, and everybody can decide what they want to do for their workout, but we know you got to raise your heart rate. You've got to lift weights. I mean, not specifically lift weights, but you've got to put resistance on your muscles and all of your muscles. And if you're a woman, this is especially true because your muscles support your bones as you grow older. Listen to how preachy I am. Feeling super preachy. Let me just dial it down. Because I feel so passionate and strong about this, I want this to mean something to you. So, like with my October habit tracker, I said, let's do a few things here. We're gonna make sure we're meditating at least 20 minutes a day. Gina's higher level, Gina's next level is having a conversation with Gina today, right now. That's what's happening. That's where the we talk, the royal we. We don't need to drink. We don't need to drink because I notice, I go alcohol free quite frequently. Like for a whole month, I'll be like, yeah, alcohol free or dry, whatever. So sober October. I thought I invented that. Apparently not. It's a thing. So because I noticed like whenever the last time I went dry was, I don't remember. But like my circumstances changed and I live with some different people now, and we're like sobriety and not drink. I mean, they're not partiers by any stretch. They're just like the type who like enjoy delicious wine. And I'm like, so I noticed that creeping back into my life, and I'm feeling like, this has more of a hold on me than I'd like for it to. I'd rather just say no, because all the things that flow from me saying no, sober, just no alcohol, are so many positives. Like I sleep better. I can work later at night. Like I don't just shut down, because once I have a drink, I can't think straight. I can't write. I'm useless. Okay. So I'm much more effective for more of the clock of the 24 hours that we're all given. And I wake up way more clear. I mean, it's just like, come on, this is just a no-brainer, right? Obviously fewer calories, obviously fewer poor judgments when I'm at night. If I have a glass of wine or something, or another glass of wine, then what happens after that is, well, then like that one impulsive idea to have a snack, there's a lot less holding me back from saying, like, no, you don't need that snack, than if I didn't have that 1 or 2 glasses of wine, right? So the benefits of me saying, like, having a completely dry month are multiple. They just keep piling on, right? There's just too many positives. And there's too many votes for me getting to my next level much faster, because I want to operate at this level. I'm passionate and driven about inspiring other people to make positive health choices for their lives, and inspiring people to do things that take them out of their comfort zone. But when they start it and they try and they make a strong decision, how empowered they feel. And when you start to feel empowered about who you are as an individual, then all of those things and outside circumstances and people who you think have control over your life, no, they seem to be a lot less important to you. You start to spend a heck of a lot more time on the things that are building up your life and voting, putting more and more, casting more and more votes for your next level than chipping away at your current or past level. Like where you're trying to move in, for those people who are really serious about taking life to the next level. So say this, you see Gina Brogan and you're like, oh, there she is with another journal prompt. Boy, I should really do that. And maybe you say, yeah, I'm gonna do those. I'm gonna write. I'm gonna journal. I'm gonna really, do that letter from my future self, or all these countless things that Gina Brogan is always saying. Hey, try this or try that. And when you, I have a client coming. She might be here right now. Hey, come on in. I'm just finishing a live video, so you go set up. Oh my God, you look adorable as ever. Every single time, you look more adorable. Okay, sorry. I have to wrap up. But yes, take your habit tracker and put the things that your next level self wants to incorporate into your life. Dancing is like literally probably the number one thing I would say to do for multiple reasons. It frees you. It helps you feel like a completely amazing human being in so many ways. And you're connecting, you're embodying that free spirit with the music and your body. It's so dang, everybody should dance every moment of every day. That's how good dancing is. What was I going to say? I can't remember. It's the best thing ever, I think, that anybody could ever do for their lives, and I'm not even exaggerating. Everybody should dance every single day. Maybe a little exaggeration. But put things on your habit tracker. They're going to push you out of your comfort zone. And yes, even if you just put on Taylor Swift or somebody on your iPhone and you dance for 15 minutes a day, that will level up your energy. It will raise your vibration, and it will bring happy things into your life. I guarantee it. I know it because I do it. And it keeps me in a state, gets me out of a funk or keeps me in a high vibration state. And we always dance at our retreats. Oh, Brazilian dance. I'm bringing Latin dance to our next retreat. Not to the Ojai one, but the one after that. So figure out what it is that's important for you. So I am, in addition to Sober October, I'm cutting out sugar. My meditation, because I have this habit tracker, I know what I need to do. I don't forget. I can look at it. And at the end of this month, when I can go look and see how filled out it is and the trends and what works and what doesn't, what I'm doing, and then compare it to how I feel, there's just no better way, in my opinion, than to give yourself like an outline of how you want to call in your next level. I have on here every single day, I'm tracking my money and I'm creating a desires list. So I'm looking at the reality, pull my head out of my ass about where I am financially and creating a desires list. So I'm attaching, like, how can I expand my financial experience by creating a desires list based on my desires. Exactly what I would like to call in, like what experiences for me, for my children, for my family, for my business. How can money support that? That's how I maintain and keep an even better, healthier relationship with my money. So the things you cannot ignore as you move on to your next level are things related to your body. Move your body and feed it cleaner food. Watch me on Instagram stories and you can just see daily tips. Also, I'm doing 30 days of no sugar. So who wants to join me? Give me a comment here if you want to join me, and let's have some support. Let's keep encouraging each other, and I will create a Facebook group. And we can do 30 days of no sugar. It will change your absolute life. All right, talk to you guys later. Have a fabulous day. I'll try and go on later and do some cards. See you. Bye-bye.